Hello everybody and welcome back to East 4 Memories of Celceta. Even though it doesn't say it's East 4 anymore, it's East 4. Now that the last round of side quests is over, well, the most recent round of side quests anyway, it's time to move this thing forward and explore another region of the Great Forest. I'm sure it's full of nice people and things that don't want to destroy us completely. Ah, misfortune! Quickly, grab all the monies! Okay, this is the Ashen Forest. Yeah, I know it sounds like a Dark Souls area. And look who's running away from his problems. What's the problem, fellas? Okay, this is hilarious for a couple of reasons. The first of which is that this is actually a very long area. So, you cannot hold your breath all the way through the poison forest of ash and, toxins. Let me guess, Frida, you know how to figure this out. That is the big question. Well, I can live with that. That's pretty fair. This is actually a pretty dangerous area of the game. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. We're both after the same guy. I mean, he could completely blow up you three, but... Sure you do! You weren't talking about your stupidity behind your back, sir? It's too late for regrets now. Your plate is full of it. So, Frida can use her Darkness Clan ice powers to seal up these poison-spewing holes in the ground, allowing us to cross safely. That's her environmental thing. And there are going to be some very interesting uses of that ability later in the game. So this is going to be a straight-on dungeon bash, and the first time I recorded it, I kind of failed because the encoding caused the video to go all screwy, and to be honest, that was kind of a mercy considering how poor the quality of play of the last video was. I guess it was a matter of expectations, because when you go into a game with certain reputations, you play according to the expectations you have, at least at first. I tried to do things I was actually not prepared to do in this game and got utterly stomped and used up way more items than I was comfortable with. So, I was ready to give up on that footage anyway. And then after that, I went in to play Dark Souls 3, and I destroyed Oseros the Consumed King on my first try. So, what opinion you have about the game will affect your conduct when playing it for sure. Because, you know, I've played these games about a bajillion times. So I should know this by now. But, say, those other kinds of action RPGs are always going to be difficult, so I play those a different way, you know, just... I have a different attitude going in. And speaking of which, playing Dark Souls 3 has, really allowed me to put my finger about what I don't like about a lot of Souls-likes. Because pretty much every game that imports the Souls-like gameplay philosophy, like dodge, stamina, patience, punishing mistakes, etc., and so on, they import the exploration-heavy gameplay and punishing action gameplay, but they also, which is engaging on its own, but they also always seem to feel the need to try to imitate the other parts of the Souls series, the tonal parts, you might say. So, pretty much every game that really descends from the Souls philosophy of gameplay and exploration is also going to be a game about a grim and hopelessly broken world that more often than not is laboring under some kind of horrible, all-consuming curse. And first off, FromSoft is always going to do that better because they've been doing that sort of thing since Kingsfield. They've been doing this sort of thing for 25 years. And, secondly, by feeling the need to ape all that sort of thing, you're doing sort of a disservice to everything else about your game. Because it seems to be saying that the only way that kind of gameplay can be engaging if it's attached to something gloomy and bleak that needs, you know, little chandeliers here and there. And besides, it's not like there haven't been tonally bright games that are punishingly difficult in the past. So I don't think that it's really that necessary for a game to take the tonal approach of a Souls game while also copying its gameplay and design philosophies. So the Ashen Forest has quite a few memory fragments that we're going to get, and it's the first appearance of the red memory fragments. Now, the red fragments are other people's memories, and I don't think we ever really get an explanation as to why Adal can access those as well. Because, you know, they aren't part of his brain parts. Maybe there's just something weird going on that the game isn't interested in telling us. Anyway, because we really need Frida's environmental ability, Durin's chest unlocking ability, and Adol's memory grabbing skill, this is going to be our party for our exploration in this part of the game. Boss fights are another matter. And besides, there's a shared experience thing going on, so it's not really that much of a curse. Aha, so this is how they met. In this version, anyway. I love the idea that while we don't get any direct text boxes from him, Adol is a total chatterbox whenever he sees anything new. Because he's not a looter or a pillager, and he's not even that interested in killing people. Unless there's some very major stakes involved. He's an explorer, an adventurer. He likes to find new things. Okay, I was gonna save this till later, but I figured out a better way to say it. The reason I'm very thorough about picking up all of Adol's memory fragments is that later in the game there's going to be a boss encounter where Adol has to fight solo. You know, just like the old days. So even very small edges are going to add up over the course of the game and give me a leg up on that brawl. I'll be taking that. Yeah, I bought pieces of armor for everyone else with the money that I got from the side questing I did last time. I think weapons can wait because we're not really hurting for damage right now. And if I really need cash, I have plenty of materials I can refine and sell off. So I'm not really hurting for anything. So one thing I'm learning from this second playthrough is that you really need to experiment with all of the new party members you get. Because, honestly, all of them are pretty good to use. If I could say one is the weakest, it would be Ozma because of how slow and awkward some of his attacks are, but his skills are pretty amazing. Speaking of which, I should be using skills more here. It takes a lot of uses to level up skills, but one of the things about skills is that they only have like 3 levels. Okay, this is the game teaching you something that's actually going to be useful later. If there are 2 geysers and Frida seals up one of them, the other one starts ejecting more stuff. Yeah, these enemies are weak to piercing, but I can't really afford to just switch up my party configuration right now anyhow. Red fragment. Now let's see who this one belongs to. And I am in completely the wrong place to grab it. Go me. Ow. Yeah, these are weak against blunt. So one of the things about fragments is that whenever you use them, you get a full health restore for all of your party members for some reason. Okay, when figuring out whose memory this is, you need to figure out who exactly is involved in every scene. But this one seems to involve a lot of people. How do these red fragments get left behind? I still don't know how that happens. I would say that this fragment belongs to Lemnos, though. Oh, I am still calling him Lemnos because of the fan translations of the previous games. Yeah, he's Remnos in this one, I'm sorry. There are just so many versions of this game. Now I'm just imagining if there was, like, if the same thing happened with Final Fantasy VII, like there was one version for the PlayStation and one for the Nintendo 64, and then much later we get the current one. Yeah, I think later in the game, selling materials are really the quickest way to make cash, because monsters just don't give you that much compared to quests or material refinement or whatever. Now, where am I? Oh. Well, there's a rhoda sapling, but we're not going to use that quite yet. There's something else I need to get before I can actually head up that way, and we're going to have to head the other way for a good while. Okay, okay, so that's the thing we need to fight for the most recent weapon development subquest, and we are going to skip that for now because I am not nearly strong enough to actually beat it without using up a lot of resources. We're only going to be coming back to do that quest once I get the next tier of defensive equipment. And you are going to see why once I go back there. Anyway, across that chasm is the kingdom, is Elduc, capital of the ancient Celcetan dynasty. But because the bridge is out, we can't get there quite yet, and we're going to have to take a very roundabout route to get there. Well, we're going to pick up this chest and then start heading towards that memory fragment. Yeah, that's an item that gives temporary HP regeneration. Anyway, I just found out what Curse does, and Curse gives the enemy a chance to score critical hits on you and your party members when they hit and damage you. Alright, we're heading the right way. Hey, Dogi. Too bad you couldn't make it for this version. Well, Dr. Flare already knows quite a bit about Celceta flowers, as anyone who played East 1 and 2 would know. Okay, so that's why he's not here. Wouldn't dream of it, Dogi. Oh, it's not like we're going to get thrown in jail another time. Note. Adol would be thrown in jail not just twice, but 3 times. In fact, the 3rd time is actually the basis of East 9. Plus, he also got thrown in jail in both other versions of East 4. Okay, we can't get that memory fragment yet because of those barriers. And we're going to need something that'll let us smash through them. Let's see what this pedestal is all about. I'm just changing my party for no reason whatsoever. Don't worry about it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the point is to bring the yellow line level with the edge of the hole, so you can't overweigh it either. Well, time to fight the most nothing boss in the entire game. Okay, so Ribby Roy doesn't actually have any special, really special or dangerous attacks himself. The really only unique thing he has is his Goon Squad. The thing is, if you hit him rapidly enough with the right skills, you can knock him over pretty consistently. Like a full hit from Demonic Vortex will knock him over pretty much every single time. Like so. And I brought Ozma along because his current weapon can paralyze the boss's Goon Squad and render them less capable of doing things. In general, his damage isn't huge, so even if you do take lumps while fighting him, it's not really that big of a deal. By the way, if I switch to the menu sometimes, it's because I wasn't holding the trigger button when I hit the skill use button, so yeah, that's a thing that's gonna happen. Okay, his stun gauge is filled, which means we can do pretty much whatever we want to him. And down he goes. No problem whatsoever. Everybody gets their Kingdom Hearts level up. And for beating that boss, we get the Beast King claws. It basically turns our dodge into a tackle that can cause damage and also bust through certain kinds of barriers. Sorry, Dogi, you've been replaced. That's the Silver Dragon Charm. I forgot to check what that does. We'll be checking it out next time. For now, treasure. And some healing items. No problems. No, wait, it doesn't, change our, Oh yeah, it does change our dodge in combat areas. My mistake. Hold on, need to switch the party back. And this is one of Durin's memories. Right, Adol lost all of his equipment, as he tends to do. Sure, let's leave him in a shady alley in the middle of a port town. What could possibly go wrong? Look, you are a construct. Yeah, Adol has always been somewhat immune to falling damage. Yep. And this is basically just right before the start of this game. Okay, now we can head back and take a look what's in that tent. I mean, what happens when we use that Rhoda sapling? Yeah, we're also going to have to enhance this artifact later. There's no way we're going to be able to sequence break across that bridge. It's unfortunate, but that's the way things are. We're just going to be doing some backtracking for the time being. So, one thing's for certain, I am not going to be following up this game with another RPG. I'm not going to say what I have planned, but I think you people are going to like it. And we're back where we need to be already. Oh, did you now? Tell us more, ancient, god person. Yeah, what give? Going around and around in circles. There's actually some space between us and Elduke at the moment. Okay, let's see if there are any that we missed. No, looks like we're good. And that's why we needed the Beast King's Claws. So, we will be dropping a save right about here. And that's it for now. See you next time when we continue on the journey. Goodbye.